Oh, Cedric, listen, you and I have both been on icy roads back east, and that is no picnic.
Not at all, especially when you're talking about feet coming down, of snow in hours basically out there. I mean, there's just no way to keep up with it. And really, that tells you the extreme nature of our weather pattern right now, because we've got the extreme weather that's in the east here, where you've got this big dip in the jet stream. That's where all the cold Arctic areas, that low pressure is sending those waves of clipper systems that's creating that lake effect snow. But on the opposite side of that, we've got this extreme ridge of high pressure out west, which is blocking any storm systems from moving into the west here. And that's keeping us fairly calm. That's giving us that inversion cap, and that's creating the hazy conditions here. So what goes up must comes down, and of course it does so in the eastern half of the country. Eventually this pattern will flip, but as we go throughout the rest of this week, it's still confined to the eastern half of the country. But notice both the high pressure moves away, the low pressure begins to move away, and that starts to allow the pattern to begin to change on Friday. But more significantly, another low pressure will finally move into the west coast as we head towards this weekend, and that will start to bring about a colder and more unsettled weather pattern here across the Beehive State as we get towards Sunday into the beginning of next week. Just got to hang on a few more days. But for now, it's all about the hazy inversion that's out there, just that terrible air quality, that smog that's trapped in the valleys, along with the cooler air. 39 degrees right now in Salt Lake City, a light wind, but not enough to really mix things up, so that inversion will stick around. Again, it's warmer above most areas here in the valley location. So if you head up to like Park City today, around Alta today, temperatures were well into the 50s, while here in the valleys, only in the 40s. That's the inversion layer that acts as a lid and caps that colder air towards the surface, along with the pollutants out there. And we'll see that bad air quality continue to strengthen and deepen because we don't have much change over the next couple of days. So right now we're in that unhealthy for sensitive groups, likely to stay that way for your Wednesday, Thursday. May back off just a little bit on Friday, but still likely in that code orange category, but maybe some bigger changes as we head towards next week. All right, 30s and 40s across the north. We've got temperatures still around 57 in St. George. Tonight, though, we'll bottom out into the 20s to low 30s. Watch out for some patchy areas of freezing fog as we go throughout your Wednesday. Rinse and repeat, folks. Sunshine, that thick haze layer across the valley areas across the north. Well, we're not seeing that inversion, 61 degrees in St. George. All right, let's track that next storm system because high pressure's in place for us as we go throughout your Wednesday and your Thursday. So everything goes up and around us here right on through your Friday. But then we start to get that northerly flow shifting back in, and that's ahead of our next storm system, which could arrive late Sunday, heading into your Monday. Look at that. Maybe the potential of coming not only to clear out the inversion, but actually could bring us some precipitation chances. So look at that chance of snow showers going up Sunday into Monday of next week. So notice through Sunday, not much showing up out there on the maps here. But as we get into Sunday evening, we'll start to see some snow showers, especially in the higher elevations. And I think by the time we wrap things up, we could be talking about snow showers across most of the Beehive State by the time we get towards Monday into Tuesday. So St. George, we're looking at that sunshine and weather looking pretty fantastic across the south as we go into your Wednesday and Thursday, low 60s, lows into the 30s. But notice even in St. George, it gets colder. Highs only in the 40s by the time we get towards next week. And across the Wasatch Front, we've got just that smog, hazy murkiness with 40s and 20s until maybe Sunday into Monday. Then we may bring in some wintry precip, much colder temperatures, and get that smuck out of here.
Bring in that weather.
Yeah, we like weather. Yeah, it clears things out.